From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
All right, we've been quiet across most of the state so far this morning. We've had a few showers. We'll have a chance for a few more of those throughout mid-morning, through about lunchtime today, and then eventually early afternoon. Expecting thunderstorms to develop down to the south, and we'll talk much more about the timing of this in just a minute. Want to show you kind of the big view, big area of spin. This is low pressure coming out over New Mexico now. A lot of wind in Texas. Those are high wind warnings, and by the way, a lot of wind across Oklahoma when this thing swings over the state overnight tonight. In the meantime, see the warm front hugging the Red River. It's actually crossed the Red River now, and it's into southeastern Oklahoma. Temperatures are warming up, south winds are picking up, and we're becoming warm and unstable currently. Right now, we've got a north wind across the metro, north wind across Highway 33, where we've got a few spotty showers there. On Next Gen Live, a few showers now popping up near Wayne, Byers, Winnett, lifting to the north, and that's some of the moisture streaming back up across the state. We're cloudy. And it's chilly. It's 46 degrees. That northeast wind is 15 to 20 miles per hour. We've had some gusts continually over 30 up in the far northwest. Also had a wind gust to 26 there in Clinton. So it's chilly. When you have 40s and a north wind that's strong, you feel it. There's the warm front and that southeast breeze that is picking up. Temperatures are in the 50s and mid 60s down here versus 40s elsewhere. And when we see the temperatures later today, what we're expecting is we warm a few more degrees here in the metro. We keep the north wind around. We'll try to get some rain around, and we'll have to see how far to the north this warm front can make it, because here's the deal with today. If you get this south wind and you become in the mid upper 60s, 70s, especially the upper 70s, you have the chance for severe weather today. If you keep the north wind around, you could have a little wind, a little hail, but you really don't have any threat for the higher end severe weather and no tornado risk. So it's all about where this boundary sets up later today, where the dry line develops, and that's what we're watching for later this afternoon. Keeping a low risk here in Oklahoma City. Most data suggests we're out of it in the metro, that the severe risk is further to the south. Just want to keep you aware. Stay plugged in today. Some of the storms that ride up could produce some wind and hail. For sure, it looks like the higher threat, where I think we see numerous severe reports today, is going to be closer to the Red River. So from Ardmore to Sulphur, Durant, Idabel, maybe as far north as McAllister and Ada. There's the big spin coming out if you look down from space on water vapor imagery, just to show you kind of how impressive this storm is, how tightly wound up it is as it makes its way across. So future Next Gen showing the showers kind of blossoming like they are. Here's 1 o'clock this afternoon. A few thunderstorms taken off down to the south, and these could be wind and hail producers. It's really 3, 4 o'clock that storms start to develop from Sulphur to Ada, Atoka, down to Hugo, Durant, Lake Texoma, all the way up to Fort Smith. And these storms, wind and hail producers, areas of spin, may end up getting a few brief tornadoes out of this. You get south of the Red River, and the environment is much more favorable for stronger tornadoes and maybe even numerous tornadoes in East Texas later today. 9 o'clock this evening, the rain is pulling away, but a second wave starts to develop. This will spread up across the state overnight tonight. Actually may bring some more wind and hail to southeastern Oklahoma in the early morning hours Friday morning, with rain and maybe a little snow mixing in here in Oklahoma City early Friday, and I do think it'll be a wintry mix the way it looks. So this afternoon and evening, 60 to a 100% chance of rain, higher chance off towards the south and east, little snow out in our panhandle. Wind threat, you can see that higher category, stronger winds down to the south. 50 to a 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Oklahoma City is possible. It's a low chance for sure. Nickel dime size hail possible with quarter to golf balls in the southeast, and the tornado threat does go up once you get to Sulphur, Ada, Ardmore, Tishomingo, Durant, back up to the moderate category. And then this chance is actually higher. The threat's higher south of the Red River. Overnight tonight, a wintry mix may change over briefly to all snow. Not expecting accumulation. Some grassy surfaces may have a trace in the morning. That's going to be about it. Temperatures in the mid 30s overnight tonight. Some 40s down to the south. By the way, when the winds pick up overnight tonight, the wind chill tomorrow morning for your Friday, teens and 20s. Feeling very, very cold with temperatures warming back up into the 50s later tomorrow. 60s on Saturday, 70s Sunday and Monday. And we do turn cooler next week with off and on rain chances. Stick with us. We're back right after this.